Hello everyone. So I am again welcoming you in the new session of this Python Revision Tour 1. So we are done with the introduction and introduction of the Python, the operators. In the last video, actually, we covered the expression, the operator precedence. In today's session, we are going to start with math module. So without wasting our time, let us start with our new session, which is math module. Okay, so the library class is actually library function. So some of the functions are already given in your what should I say? Some of the functions are already given in the in the software, right? So you can use it directly, those functions. You don't need to write down the code for those functions. So some of the functions are actually used for mathematical different types of calculations. So those are given under math module. Module is actually a place where they have saved all these functions together. When we will go for file handling chapter, in that also we are going to use different types of module in file handling, right? Like CSV module for the comma separated value. So module is a place where they are just keeping some of our same type of functions, okay? So math module is used for the mathematical calculation. So it is used for mathematical functions. To use this, we have to import this module into our code. And the thing is, you can use import keyword and then you will write math. Okay, so this is the way to use this one into your code. So multiple functions are there. So let us start one by one all the functions. The first one is the ceil function, CEIL, ceil and floor. Okay, so if you have idea, ceil, you can just compare it with the ceiling where the ceiling fan is there. So it is up to your head. Okay, so this will be taking a next integer value. Okay, it returns the smallest integer greater than or equal to n. So you please check. We have 4.2. Okay, so 4.2, it will give you the next integer value. So the answer would be 5. It returns 5 because ceiling will give you the next integer value if the decimal portion is there in the number, right? Next to that, we have the factorial. So factorial is a direct function which is used to find the factorial of a number. Here the syntax is math.factorial and you will give in bracket the value whose factorial you are calculating. So like the formula for calculating a factorial is 4. If the number is 4, so you actually have to multiply 4 by 3 by 2 and by 1. So 4, 3, 12 into 2 is 24. So the answer is 24. Like that also if you are writing, then you are getting 24 because this is a direct way to use this function, right? Now the third one is floor. Floor is just the opposite of ceil. Ceil is going to give you the next integer and floor is the, you are upside on the floor, okay? So you are up on the floor, that means it will give you the smaller value, okay? Let us check. We have math.floor 4.2. It will give you the smaller integer value. So 4 is the answer. Ceil, you have to remember the next integer. Floor, you have to remember the lower integer. Okay, we have the next one. We have the modulus function. Modulus will give you the remainder. So if the value, see how the syntax will work. It is going to work with respect to two variables. This is the number and this is by which you are dividing it. So 10.5 divided by 2, it is 0.5 only, which is the answer. Then we have the EXP. What is that EXP? EXP is for exponent. You people are the maths students, right? Maths students, you all know the mathematical different, functions like log, like exponent, base 2, base 10. Okay, so these all terms are actually for the maths student. The sine, cos, 10. So these are the maths terms. We have a table, where normally manually we are checking the answers of exponent. So we have a table. But here the table and other things are not required. It is e to the power. Exponent is e to the power and the value. So how to write it down? It returns like this only, okay? So how to write it down? Math.exp and you will give the value here. So if you will check the value, this is e to the power 1 and it will return something like this, okay? So this is the answer. This will return a double type value. Next to that, you have the log function here, log2. So this is for base 2. Like that, you have base 10 also. Okay, so you have to remember actually two different tables are there. You people are the maths student, you are well aware to this, like what is the difference between log 2 and log 10. You have two separate tables from where we used to search the values of log 2 and 10. So here also the same thing. For base 2 you will write mat.log2 and the value. Okay, so whatever the value is coming with respect to the table, and this is for base 10. So we have base 10 4 and this is the output. Okay, then if you want to find the power, so we have mat.pow and this is the number and this is the power. So if it is 2 to the power 3, so directly 2 to the power is not possible to write, so you can use mat.pow. Mat.pow 2 to the power 3 is 8.0. Well, please consider the return type also of these functions. So this is returning a double type value, this is returning a double type value. So next we have sqrt, so this is finding the square root of a number. So like the number is 100, so the square root of this number is 10.0. So please do remember, this is all about what? This is about decimal value. Okay, this is about decimal value. So next we have the cos function. So we have sine, cos and tan. Okay, so these three functions are there. These are the trigonometrical function, sine, cos and tan. So cos is there, so this is going to find the cosine value. So mat.cos and then you will give the value here. Then sine is there and then tan is there. They all are going to work in a similar way. So you can ask one question, ma'am, sine, cos, tan is given, but what about the cot, sec and cosec? Because 6 are there in trigonometry. Okay, so you should be clear with the formulas, right? Cosec is 1 by sine. Okay, sec is 1 by cos and cot is sine by cos, so cos by sine. So these are the formula. Now you can just reverse these values and you will be able to calculate cot, sec and cosec also. Okay, so then for pi also you can use a constant value also, like pi is equal to, we know very well it is 22 by 7 or 3.14. So but if you are using pi, so it is well defined by the compiler. So if you are using only pi, automatically it will take the value of that variable as 3.14. And then we have e is for again the mathematical constant, so that value is this only. So well, if you want to work with their constant values, you can write like this also, pi and e. Okay, so these all are related to the math module. So I hope you are clear with all the functions of the math module, but still if you have doubt, you are free to write. Okay, and please don't forget to like, subscribe and to share with your friends.